because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 44, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10.
Switch. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Trump. Yo, I got you. Check 26.
Throwing on second down. Jackson going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Arvin. Creeping.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Muhammad. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here we go.
All day, dog.
1, Omaha.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Under 10, under 10, 10, 36, 36, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Check, 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 check. Check. Crunch, crunch. 2-6.
Here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike 51. Check. Check house. 51 to Mike. 51. Hey. Time to go. Night, night.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's it.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
65. Hey, come on.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Hey, go.
On second down now, Muhammad, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 11. Come on, QB, come on.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run it now out of the gun. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Eric Reed on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
Watch the end.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, Muhammad. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a short yardage run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check, 47.
Hey, Alpha.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you... Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Drop deep, drop deep. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hatchet, hatchet. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go, go. Check 31. He's here. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Yes, yes.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Six guys. Check six guys. Wide motion.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Slam. Shit. Hey, alert 3. Time go. Watch out. Hey. Check 24.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson dancing to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Ready. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Pass. Rush in. Switch. Slam. Watch the safety creep. Slam. Same on. Check the hot read.
Jackson will keep it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go.
They go again with Muhammad. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 18. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary.
Here we go.
I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2
Here we go. 180.
Watch the run.
Black. Back. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Garoppolo now to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Muhammad, and across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
21. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
We want it. Come to my world. Shoot. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Yo. Creeping. Watch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check three. Joker. Out. Okay. Shoot. Go. Check 9. Kill. Zip this. Motion. Take off.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 6 yards. Check safety. 4 down. Alert. Topper. Under 10. Try. Yeah.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets off a high spiraling kick. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 17, Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky.
And they give this time to the tailback. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the Bengals on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking it.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Gets this one to Hill. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bengals 49, Vikings 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
25, check 25, check. Check, check, check. Check 24, check 24.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Motion, 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 motion. Go, go. You want the mic, boy, 51.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5 and 8. And they will hit the road next week for a date